never come to me or our company talk about price appreciation.
I'd like to ask Charles Hoskinson how he feels today. But you tell me, because look, if you got into ADA for 30 cents, for example, then chances are today would feel pretty good. ADA sits right now as I record at $1.09. So had you gotten in at 30 cents, that's a nice 4 times multiple right there, let alone its all-time high of over $3. That's about a 9x. Now that ship has sailed. However, we are at the start of a major crypto bull run and lots of opportunities are still out there. And so we're looking at 3 great altcoins in this video, by the way, all of which have much lower market caps than Cardano. And that would suggest that they have perhaps as much, perhaps even more potential than ADA. Welcome to the channel. My name is Maddie and this is Altcoin Buzz. I wish you all the best of luck if you choose to invest genuinely. Just remember that I'm not a financial or investment advisor, which means by extension that this video is not official financial or investment advice. So let's begin here at number 1 with the sector that really is leading the crypto space in terms of other narratives during this bull run. That is RWA, real world assets. And in this narrative, we are seriously excited about Clearpool, ticker CPOOL, CPOOL. We're going to have a dedicated Clearpool video coming up very soon, so stay tuned for that. But for now, we'll give you the broad perspective here and give you a macro sense of what's going on. One of the things in particular that I like about Clearpool is that its team just continues to build. They're pretty relentless when it comes to building. And so this is a project that connects TradFi, traditional finance, with DeFi, decentralized finance. And so what's advantageous here is that the Clearpool team very much has a TradFi background. First of all, Clearpool's focus is on institutions and retail. It's a project that offers a solution for unsecured liquidity in DeFi. This means that it takes a novel approach to the over-collateralization issue, which is a big one in crypto and in DeFi. With this unsecured institutional liquidity, institutions can raise short-term capital. And then on the flip side, the lender's returns are risk-adjusted. And then for retail users like you and like me, we now have access to the credit market. This is something that's always been closed to the likes of us, but if we want, you and I can now be the lenders and earn yield in the process. As a lender on Clearpool, you can track, you can manage, and you can hedge the risks of unsecured lending in real time. For this, it offers credit vaults and dynamic pools. And if we go back a couple of months, you can really see how impressive the progress has been. Clearpool's TVL was $67 million. Now you can see that it's up just a little bit over $100 million. So we're talking about nearly a 50% increase in TVL, total value locked. Traction is definitely being gained here by this project, and people are starting to notice it. Clearpool also launched Ocean earlier this year. The team built this on Optimism. And this is where you can earn native yield with USDX. That is a stable coin on their platform. You are definitely going to want to keep an eye on Clearpool. Again, ticker CPOOL. It is up over 6% on the day, and I'll point that out as being very impressive because taking a look at the rest of the market today, alts are suffering big time. The total market cap as I record is down over 8%, but again, CPOOL is up for whatever reason, 6%. Again, like I said, people are recognizing the value of this project. It is nearly 42 cents right now with a market cap that's still pretty modest, $301 million. If we zoom out to the last year and take a look at the 12 months, you can really see that there's just been some phenomenal growth here, up over 500% over the course of these last 12 months. We have 722 million CPOOL tokens, or the equivalent of 72% in circulation out of a max and a total supply of 1 billion. All right, at number 2 here, you may know LFJ or Joe, J-O-E, as Trader Joe. In late September, it rebranded completely to LFJ. And I'm going to totally leave it up to your imagination what LFJ stands for. There's another acronym, colloquially, that may come to mind for you. But with this rebranding, the token logo has an update and received also a brand new look. No more farm overalls. Instead, Joe is sporting a new black tracksuit, and over time, LFJ will also roll out new features. LFJ started on Avalanche and is a DEX, a decentralized exchange. However, you can find it now on 4 chains, the other 3 chains being Arbitrum, BSC, and Mantle. LFJ also ranks 3rd overall on Avalanche at just over $175 million. And while we're on that point, this is actually one of the reasons why I picked LFJ to be included in this list, because it is on Avalanche. That is a legacy project that hasn't started its run pretty much at all yet. Once Avalanche takes off, its ecosystem projects should follow suit. Okay, but what can you do on LFJ? Of course, it has a swap. It's also very user-friendly as a swap. However, you can also find liquidity pools, staking, a bridge, various farming options, lending options, and, if you're so inclined, an NFT marketplace. So as you can see, this is not your average run-of-the-mill everyday DEX. Instead, LFJ offers all kinds of features, and many more are slated, by the way, more to come. This is actually a pretty strong point when it comes to LFJ. Now, the current version is v2.2. As such, it offers very low fees, and liquidity providers benefit from this. So like I said, altcoins are struggling today, and the price of Joe, J-O-E, is down 20% today, sitting right now as I record at 45.25 cents. And that is approximately a 12x away from its all-time high. Right now, we're sitting at a market cap, again, in the very modest range of $169.19 million. And it's got a max and total supply of 500 million Joe tokens, of which 377 million, or about 75%, are already in circulation. Definitely a project to keep on your radar. Spectacular things are happening with Altcoin Buzz Alpha right now because members are earning huge profits, preventing losses, and improving their overall portfolio performance. Join us as we explore the entire crypto landscape, including the ecosystems of projects like Base, Sui, also the booming DeSci sector, DePIN, AI agents, and of course, many, many more narratives. This is the place to get hot Web3 trends, undervalued crypto gems, buy and sell calls, airdrops, and daily portfolio strategies, in addition, of course, to responses to your questions. Check out the link in the description below and join us today. Last but not least here, at number 3, we're looking at MORPHO, M-O-R-P-H-O. And with this project, we're staying in the DeFi realm. However, we're in the lending and borrowing sector for businesses particularly. You can find MORPHO on Ethereum and Base. Now, the MORPHO, again, M-O-R-P-H-O token launched only a few weeks ago on the 20th of November. However, the project itself has been around since 2022. On Ethereum, MORPHO ranks number 13th in terms of TVL, with right now $2.488 billion locked away. On the other hand, on Base, it ranks much higher at number 3 with a TVL of just under $310 million. Still some pretty good numbers. Now, in contrast to Clearpool specifically, which we covered at the beginning of this video, we saw their unsecured liquidity. With MORPHO, however, it's a different story. It requires over-collateralization, which means, for example, that if you want to borrow, let's say, $100, you need to put down more than $100 as collateral. This is typical of DeFi. However, MORPHO allows you to create and manage isolated markets. These consist of one loan asset, one collateral asset, liquidation loan to value, or LLTV. This just assesses the risk level of borrowed assets, an oracle to supply real-time and real-world data, and an interest rate model, an IRM, which plays a big role in user and protocol safety. MORPHO claims to be the most secure lending protocol. That's, among others, based on 23 different audits. One of them is by DeFi Safety. And out of over 300 audited projects, we only have MORPHO that has achieved a 98% score. That is the highest score ever given by DeFi Safety. MORPHO is also bucking the trend here at $2.03. It is up over 5% on the day. Again, when the entirety of the market is down nearly 10%. It has a market cap of $295 million. So again, still kind of in that modest range, growing, but not too big just yet. The tokenomics here, however, are not that great, I have to say, unfortunately. Out of the 1 billion tokens, we only have 139 million in circulation, so 13.9%. Just keep in mind, though, it's a newly launched token, so you may want to give it the benefit of the doubt here. But again, that's not great in terms of tokenomics. But there you have it, 3 picks. Let me know if you've heard of these projects. If not, now's a good time to do your own research and perhaps investigate further. Pretty much all of them were in the range of $100, $200, $300 million in terms of market cap. So certainly I think the argument can be made that this is probably better than buying ADA at 30 cents. But as always, let me know your thoughts about that in the comments below.